Hi, I'm Jessica. In this week's episode of Beyond the Page, I'm here with Mark Phillips and Terri Hamlin, who are featured in the December issue of the Catholic Telegraph. And today we're going to talk to them about their new book called The Cliff and their collaboration efforts.
I'm a teacher, theater director, dad. That's really most
Yeah,
important thing I
definitely.
do. So I enjoy all these things that don't make much money, but are enjoyable.
Including being a writer.
Right, exactly. None of those things are very high income jobs, but they're all fun.
Terri, what about you?
I am a mom and a wife and an artist. I've been drawing and painting for a long time since I was a little girl. My dad is a professional artist. I love theater. This is my first children's book, which I loved. It was so much fun doing.
You two have known each other for a long time, right? So can you just real quickly explain how you know each other?
Sure. So my family and I moved down to the Dayton area in 2010. We found a church. We started homeschooling, and in that process, we came across another homeschooling family. But it was church first, and then we said, hey, we both homeschool. And then our kids became friends, and the adults became friends.
As the writer, kind of give me 5 words to describe the book.
Simplify, consumerism, that's a big unnecessary word. Junk.
There you go.
Help. Give me a word.
Wants and needs.
Oh, wants and needs, which
There you
is
go.
one word put together.
Wants and needs.
Wants and
Yeah,
needs.
sort of.
I like
Yes, thank you. Thank you.
And what about you from the illustration standpoint? Can you give me 5 words to describe the art in the book itself?
Painterly,
Painterly?
but
It's very artistic.
I don't think it's a word. That's all.
I've always thought of it.
Okay.
I've read it.
Okay. You're the picture person.
Painterly, yeah. Let's see. Junk pile. That
I've
was
seen it. There is a
yeah.
junk pile.
Nightmare junk pile. Let's see. Colorful. I guess at least for some of the illustrations, the freshness
Absolutely.
about
Yeah.
the color.
Yeah. So The Cliff, the book itself, isn't expressly a Catholic book per se, but I noticed that it had a lot of Catholic touchstones, especially care for creation kind of came to mind when I was looking at it. Can you speak to a little bit? Did your faith and your Catholic faith influence that at all?
Yeah, absolutely. The whole idea of, and especially in my spiritual growth in the last probably 10 years, this book was perfect because I've been trying to address that wants and needs issue.
Sure.
And, as your kids grow and you acquire so much stuff,
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
just what do we really need? It was very personal for me.
Yeah.
And, I became the man in the book as I'm building the junk pile, and I desperately wanted to throw it over the cliff by the end. So it makes me, really look at my life and the stuff I have.
It also hints at God reaches us in many ways. So there's the one character who could easily be the Jesus character.
Oh, yeah, I know
or
exactly
it could
what
just
you're
be somebody who is
guy.
just a guy
Sure.
who is helping, and the Lord helps us through other people, sometimes, oftentimes without them even knowing that the Lord's hand's in it.
What was the inspiration behind the book? How did it get started? Why did you feel the need to get this out there?
I think it wasn't a boom type of
Okay.
thing. Sometimes that happens, but
Yeah,
I think this
sure.
one was, I started to look around my house, and I have 4 kids, and I was beginning to see the floor less and less.
Yeah.
And I just started to ponder how much of this junk we actually needed. And I remember it was after Christmas when the idea started. So we had just added a whole horde of more junk that the kids played with for a day and a half and then stopped. And so our junk piles were growing and growing and growing. And I think that just sort of developed into, and it's not just something kids do, it's something I was doing.
Yeah.
I need this, I don't need that.
Okay, so I'll tell you, I have 4 children all under the age of 8. So I think they're really the perfect audience for this.
Yes.
So can you kind of give me like a real quick reason why I should get this book for my kids?
I think 8 and down is great because the 8-year-olds will begin to understand some of the deeper ideas of wants and needs and gathering junk that you don't need. And then the younger ones, there's fantastic pictures, and there's and Terri intentionally put little critters on each page, so even the younger ones who are like, oh, pretty pictures, that's all I want, but then they can find
like
the bunny.
Look and find.
Right.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us today, Terri and Mark. You can read this story in the December issue of the Catholic Telegraph and find us online at thecatholictelegraph.com. And Terri, where can they find you online?
They can find me on my website. The book is for sale there. It's tmharts.com and on my Etsy shop. And the book is not for sale on Instagram, but I do have a lot of art on my Instagram account. That's terri.m.hamlin.
Awesome. And what about you?
You can find the book and some of my other books on 122publishing.com. The book has a Facebook page. Just look for The Cliff. I've got a Facebook page, but it won't be very helpful. And that's about as much social media as I do.
Great. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel. I'm Jessica, and in this week's episode. So thank you for joining us today, Terri and Mike. You can read this story in the December issue of the Catholic Telegraph.
It's Mark.
Mike, I'm sorry. I was thinking of my boss, and I should know that my husband's name is Mark.
Oh, okay. I can let you finish, but you gotta read it anyways.